learning different languages. He speaks 4 languages, so just wanted to make sure on, not just because it was national TV, but because that's my brother, man. I call him my hermano or brate or, just a nickname, just to remind him that that's, it's a genuine love there, man. I consider him part of my family.
He's magic. I mean, y'all gotta see.
The guy never ceases to amaze me. He looks like he never rushes, plays at his own pace. But effortless 45, he made it look like. Well, anyone who's ever played in this league know how ridiculously good that is. There's only so many players in the history of this game who are capable of such things. So it's an honor to be on his side.
Always fun competing against Luka when you get the opportunity to play with the greats or play against the greats. You always want to see how you stack up, what you can do to stop them. So it's always fun.
When you're as gifted as Luka Doncic, respect from your peers comes naturally. Everyone in the NBA knows he's elite, but what truly sets Luka apart isn't just his skills. In a league where every player has world-class talent, few can make the game look as smooth and effortless as he does. Combine that with his fiery competitiveness, unshakable confidence, and magnetic personality. And it's no wonder Luka is one of the most admired players in basketball today. Even Allen Iverson, one of the most electrifying talents the game has ever seen, is a fan. Iverson, known for his deadly crossover and fearless finishing at the rim, built his legacy on carrying teams when it mattered most. In his 2001 MVP season, he dragged a flawed Philadelphia squad all the way to the NBA Finals, cementing himself as a generational force. And when asked which player he'd most like to team up with today, Iverson didn't hesitate. He chose Luka Doncic. In his eyes, Luka's size, vision, and all-around skill set would make the two of them an unguardable backcourt nightmare.
One of the days where I would want it to be Luka because he's a big point guard.
Yeah.
I can still play the 2.
Yeah.
He can guard the 2. I guard the 1. You know what I mean? And I think it'll just be deadly.
When it comes to Luka Doncic, Gilbert Arenas has never been shy about stirring debate, and this might be one of his most controversial takes yet. Arenas insists Luka shouldn't be compared to legends like Michael Jordan or even James Harden. His reasoning: Luka's lack of elite defense. Arenas points out that Jordan was a two-way force, locking opponents down on defense while dominating offensively. In contrast, he argues, Luka's game is heavily tilted towards scoring and playmaking. Offensively, Arenas claims Luka's approach doesn't quite match Harden's relentless, ball-dominant scoring style at his peak. In the end, Arenas believes Luka still has plenty to prove before he can enter the all-time greatness conversation. It's a stance that highlights just how divided opinions are about Doncic, even among former NBA stars.
And then you have Luka over here who's compared to Michael Jordan, and he's James Harden. He's literally James Harden, right? A dude who scored a lot of points, don't play no defense, right? But we see what they did to James Harden, who didn't play defense. They let the world know he didn't play no defense. They let the world know he was a one-sided player. This is all he do. He's just a stat. Luka is considered the next Michael Jordan. The Michael Jordan who played defense and offense. And we have one-sided where we're like, all right, one-sided. Well, we know what that looks like. That's James Harden. Can he say he's better than James Harden at scoring? Can't even do that. They can't even you can't even argue that he's a better scorer than James Harden in that same category. But he's considered the next Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan's status as the greatest player of all time needs no introduction, and early in Luka Doncic's career, NJ spotted something special. He signed the young star to Jordan Brand, later launching Luka's own signature sneaker line. When the deal was announced, Jordan didn't just talk business, he praised Luka's exceptional skill for someone so young. What stood out to MJ was how Luka could dominate without relying on blazing speed or jaw-dropping athleticism. Instead, his advanced skill set and elite basketball IQ allowed him to dismantle both individual defenders and sophisticated defensive schemes. Years later, Jordan's assessment has aged perfectly. Luka's ability to read the game, control the tempo, and create against any defense has only sharpened. Today, he's not just one of the league's most skilled players, he's one of its toughest matchups. Looking back, it's clear that Michael Jordan and Jordan Brand made a masterstroke investment. Luka Doncic's impact keeps growing, and even Michael Jordan has taken notice. Luka is a phenomenal player, MG said, at such a young age, he's showing skills it takes others years to develop. It's going to be incredible to watch him grow. Off the court, Luka shares a strong bond with Nikola Jokic. They laugh and joke when the game's not on, but once the ball tips, it's pure competition. Their friendship is built on respect, passion, and a love for the game, and together, they're set to be the NBA's defining faces for years to come. After the Nuggets beat Luka's Mavericks, Jokic was asked what he loves most about Luka's game, and his response said it all.
When we beat him and I can make fun of him.
That's about as much as you'll get from Jokic, a man who seems to dislike media attention almost as much as he loves basketball. When it comes to player comparisons for Luka Doncic, James Harden might not be the first name people think of, but the similarities are there. Neither relies heavily on raw athleticism. Both have that deadly step back in their arsenal, and both can score from anywhere on the floor. Their elite skill level naturally commands respect, and Harden has been a fan of Luka's game since he was just 19, once saying,
Unbelievable. I'm sure he's 19, starting as a West All-Star for his first time, and many more to come for him. So hopefully he gets better, his ankle gets better, and we'll be seeing a lot of him for a long time.
Jimmy Butler is one of the rare players who still brings that old school edge to the game, and Luka Doncic matches that same competitive fire. The respect between them is clear.
Don't skip over my Slovenian guy for y'all Slovenian guy. I like ours better.
With both openly acknowledging it. When Jimmy's in a playful mood, he's known for dropping some of the NBA's most memorable quotes. Talking about Luka, he joked, "Don't skip over my Slovenian guy, I like ours better." But then Butler turned serious, following up with,
He's tough and super fun to watch. He does everything so well. He gets everybody involved. He can shoot it, get to the rim, sneaky athletic too. If I had to watch somebody play and me pay to watch, he goes in that category.
Damian Lillard has built a reputation as one of the NBA's most genuine stars. The same calm under pressure that defines his game also carries into how he carries himself off the court. When talking about dynamic duos like Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, or himself and Giannis Antetokounmpo, Dame spoke about the unique energy and vibe that elite players bring when they share the floor, whether as teammates or as rivals.
Obviously, when we all see each other, we know what kind of night it's going to be. Ultimately, you want your team to come out on top. But I think we've all, especially myself, Kyrie, Giannis, Luka is a little bit younger than us, but we've done it for a long time now. So it's like, we understand that it's going to be different for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not so much about the stats. It's who can come up big in the moments that count and win the game.
He continued praising both Luka and Kyrie's scoring abilities.
Those guys are great scorers, two of the best scorers in the history of the game. They see the ball go in a couple times. At that point, there's really nothing you can do about it.
He went on to praise both Luka and Kyrie's ability to score from anywhere on the floor. Lillard highlighted how their mix of skill, creativity, and confidence makes them nearly impossible to guard, and how that kind of firepower changes the entire feel of a game. Becoming your favorite player's favorite player has to be a surreal feeling, and Luka Doncic knows it firsthand. As a kid, Luka idolized LeBron James. Now, 2 decades later, LeBron is one of Luka's biggest fans, and if you're wondering why, the answer is simple.
I love everything about his game, love everything about him. The way he plays the game reminds me of the way I play the game. We're just triple threats, we rebound, we pass, which is the number one thing on our mind, trying to keep our teammates engaged and keep our teammates feeling good out on the floor, keeping our teammates in rhythm, and we'll put 40 on you too if you disrespect.
Even after leaving a game against the Miami Heat early with an injury, Luka Doncic still earned the respect of his opponent that night, All-Star big man Bam Adebayo. Bam kept his reaction short and to the point.
He's special. He doesn't let anybody speed him up, and he plays at his own pace. He's one of those guys that's really unique. He's not really fast. He just does really a lot of special things, and he's a big part of why Dallas is top in the West right now.
Kyrie Irving is without question the biggest superstar Luka Doncic has ever teamed up with in his NBA career. When two players of that caliber join forces, it can either push a team into championship contention or throw off the chemistry completely. For Luka and Kyrie, it's been the former. On the court, they've found a rhythm that works, and off the court, the mutual respect is clear. Kyrie has even spoken publicly about their understanding, saying,
we kind of know each other's
spaces on the floor or spots on the floor. We have the utmost respect for one another, but also we know when to give each other confidence. And it's not just me and Luka, it's the whole entire team, but a lot of visibility is going to be on us and our leadership. So we relish in that responsibility. And he's been doing it here for the last 6 years. So me coming in and just being a valuable piece for the team and alongside him to alleviate some pressure, I feel like I'm doing a great job, but at the end of the day, I still feel like we can get better. Our chemistry will continue to develop the more pressure situations we're in and tougher teams we play, but we've had our fair share of tests, and I think we can evaluate that we've done well, but we can still do.
Luka Doncic's biggest rival in the league is likely Devin Booker. While Luka has often gotten the better of Booker and the Suns, there have been nights when Booker came out on top. Their battles are always intense, producing highlight moments, viral memes, and plenty of drama off the court, though the respect is mutual.